What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and today is a very special day for me. It is my 28th birthday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I want people who aren't familiar with this series or this video to just relax. Don't worry, it's not what you think it is. I'm not just fishing for a happy birthday wish or anything like that, even though they're appreciated. For those that have been around my channel for a while, this birthday, obviously because it falls on January the 4th, so early in the year, it's the perfect time for me to reflect on the year I just had and then plans for upcoming. So essentially makes me realize what happened, where we're going, that sort of thing. And I like to discuss it in this video because as I get older, the more and more I get older, the less substantial birthdays seem to be. I think a lot of people feel that way because, you know, years just go by like that, you know, and there's not much you can really do about it. So either way though, guys, 2018. Now, normally when I do these videos, I'm like excited and pumped and just like, you know what? Oh man, I can't wait to see what it brings. I can't wait. I love what we did. I love what we accomplished. And I'm in a similar way. I have a similar mindset, but I'm also kind of on the negative end of that as well. And what I'm referring to is, let's look at 2018 real quick. Okay, 2018 was a bit of an interesting year, to say the least. I got signed with Facebook, so I was streaming over there in the past year, which has been awesome. I'd say that was my favorite part of the year, of course, was the streaming, because I wasn't sure of it. It was one of those things like, I was never a streamer, and a lot of people know that, and that kind of let me branch out and try something different and actually enjoy it, you know, because I was always worried about streaming, and, you know, I didn't know if I would be able to handle it on like a day-to-day basis, but it really allowed me to stretch my legs, if you will, and try something I like out of my comfort zone and actually learn to love it. So that's been, I think, my favorite part of 2018 was the ability to stream and try out different things. And it was nice because, if you guys remember back in the day, I used to do everything in a video game, like everything. It wouldn't matter what it was. I would do every mode. I'd try everything before, and then I would review it. Well, but nowadays, I just don't have the time to be doing every mode in every game. So I figured, hey, now that I'm streaming again, or starting up the streaming thing, I could put all those things that I wouldn't be able to do and put them on live stream so you guys can still see them. And you know what I mean? It's still part of the schedule. I can still fill it in. It all works together. It's really nice. And so that part of it, honestly, I've been able to stretch my legs a lot and just kind of grow as a content creator. However, there's also downsides to the 2018 and most likely 2019, if I'm honest, and that is YouTube. YouTube has been in a rough patch for a while now. 2017 is when it really started going down, but 2017 was still solid, you know what I mean? It was still solid, but they kept making more and more changes, and it was really quite, like you're thinking, why would you do this? You know, it makes absolutely no sense. It's ruining a lot of channels, and a lot of channels people have just completely jumped ship from YouTube altogether, haven't even bothered with it, gone to, you know, focus on their streaming sites or whatever the case may be. Good news for the streaming sites, bad news for the people who enjoy those people's content. Now, with that in mind, people are probably asking me like, Dan, there's been a substantial hit to YouTube views lately in the past year. It doesn't really matter who you are. Everyone is suffering a big drop. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It really does not. It's almost impossible, no matter how hard you try, to get your videos to your audience these days. And I'm talking about, even if you do the subscribe, you hit subscribe, you hit the notification, you hit the bell icon, and make sure you have everything selected. Even with those all selected, people still don't get notified, guys. And it's like you're beating a dead horse when you post a video to YouTube these days. And I still want to post to YouTube. That's my thing. I still plan on doing that in the next few years to come. But it's just, they're trying to wean out like all the videos that get spammed. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's just, it's an uphill battle on YouTube. Like I said, I still focus a lot of time to it. Obviously that's where you guys all came from. That's where you all started watching me, was here on YouTube. But as time has gone on, it's just been more and more discouraging because, you know, videos or series that you know would do well aren't doing well or aren't getting spotted at all. It's not even the fact that necessarily, like I'm sure some people feel like they don't want to watch your content anymore. That's fine. Obviously, that's going to happen. You might grow out of somebody or just lose interest. That's to be expected. But it's when people tell me, and I get this on a regular basis, ladies and gentlemen, is when people tell me, Dan, how come you don't post to YouTube anymore? Why is there no YouTube? Like, I don't understand. You only stream now. I'm like, no, I don't post to YouTube daily like I've been doing for the last, I don't know how many years at this point. But the problem is a lot of people seem to rely on notifications and subscriptions, things like that. So, I mean, why wouldn't you, right? That's what they're there for. But the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, that these videos, I'm sure a good chunk of you who would normally watch this video aren't going to even see it, or aren't going to even know it's available, or aren't going to even know it's going to be there. Because a lot of people instead, like, I don't understand it. Like, some people will go, "Hey Dan, where is how come you didn't play this game?" And I'm like, "Did you try looking though?" You know, most people don't even bother like going to Google and just saying, let's see if Dan did this, DanQ8000, blah, blah, blah game, whatever. Oh, look, there it is, he did do it. Like, I didn't get told of it, so don't assume that it's not there. That's all I'm saying. Basically, I don't want to go off on a tangent on why YouTube is all broken right now. I don't want to do anything about this and that. I don't want to explain about this and that. It's just, again, there's no point, because no matter who I tell what reasoning for this is, what reasoning for that is, people are still going to be unsure, or people are going to say it's not that reason, so there's no point. Either way, the way I look at it, this past year has given me a bit of a, I don't know, I guess a bit of, it makes me change, I wonder if I should change direction. Not in the next year, maybe not even the year after that, but maybe the year after I might do a format change on YouTube. And what I'm talking about is do things that do the best. And quite frankly, those are sports games. It's been an idea in my head for many, many years. I'm like, hey, if things start to degrade, I can always do just sports games, and because that's like a single thing, right? That's one interest is sporting games, and I would pick up a lot more sporting games that I don't normally, like FIFA and Madden. I'd probably play as well, but and I would still play games like, you know, Red Dead, for example, but I'd probably stream those instead. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Obviously, I'm telling you, 2019, 2020, it's all going to go ahead as planned as of now. Just like you've been seeing, there's going to be the Let's Plays, but I'm just letting you guys know that while streaming has been great, and 2018 was great for streaming, it's also come with its negatives, and there's a lot of stress on content creators these days, especially myself. It's been a very stressful year. So I still want to make the content that you guys love. That's always my #1 priority. I'm just saying, if it comes to it down the road, I will have to make an adjustment, because if it's one thing that usually does well, it's sporting games, and that can include anything from NBA, WWE, you know, NHL, any of those kind of series. If I make them a sole purpose and make it more like, you know, make more videos frequently kind of thing, I think, and then we can, like, you know, it might be a nice little scheduled thing. Either way, it's something I'm gonna figure out, I promise. It's just, right now, I'm just letting you know, because normally I say, hey, I'm so excited to see what the next year has in store for us. It's been a great year. We've had a lot of cool experiences, because we have had a lot of cool experiences, don't get me wrong. 2018, we had some great times, like some phenomenal games came out, had some great Let's Plays, and I feel like a lot of you guys enjoyed the content that you watched. Well, at least I'd hope you did. But at the same time, I can't ignore the elephant in the room. I have to be able to address it, and that's just my thing. So don't take this. I want nobody to be like, oh my God, Dan's quitting. No, don't. Don't say that for a second. I'm not quitting at all. I would not. I don't think I'd be able to quit, man. It's just I've invested too much. I enjoy it too much. You know, there's just so much. It'd be like having a child, right? And then as soon as the child gets troublesome, you just like kick it to the curb. You can't do that. It's your baby, right? You worked many years on this thing to try and grow it, and you know, just to ditch it would be really difficult, right? So you wouldn't be able to do that, right? You know, you couldn't as a person, you couldn't. So that's kind of how I look at it. I still want to make as much. I want to do this for as long as I possibly can, ladies and gentlemen. So don't panic, don't worry. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to bring it down. I'm just telling you that's what I have, and that's just kind of my thought process. So 2019, guys, we're gonna have some good games. There's gonna be some Let's Plays. Just don't forget to check back to the channel to see them, because you probably won't get notified. That's all I'm telling you. Otherwise, I've got my live streams over on Facebook if you want to come watch me Tuesdays to Saturdays every week. So there is that. But either way, guys, it was still a very, despite the negatives, it was a very, like, I want to say, uplifting year, if you will. It like put a lot of things in perspective. It made you think of a lot of stuff, like a lot of preparations. A lot of things happened for me, like a lot of things, guys. Like, got out of a relationship that I was in for over 6 years. Now I'm in a new one. You know what I mean? There's like a whole bunch of things that just kind of, I did so much stuff in 2018 that I'm super proud of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to ignore that. I don't want to ignore all the things that, like, after I had my breakup, I did so much stuff that I've been putting off for so long, like for years. It's not even like not even like, oh, like things you need to do. It's like goals you wanted to do, right? It's goals I set for myself. I'm like, I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year. And I did all of them this year. And I've just been so proud of myself for that reason. So while there has been some negatives and while some things seem to be beating you while you're down, I've been like grown into a different person. I've learned a lot of things in the past year and I feel a lot better for it. Still kind of figuring some things out, but honest to God, man, 2018 was good in like, if you look at it, blessing in disguise kind of thing. There's a lot of negatives, but they created a lot of positives and I was able to grow as a person and learn from that and take it and use it for the future. So while I can't just go off and say like I normally do back in these videos and be like, oh man, 2018 or whatever was amazing and there was so much awesome stuff that happened. Well, there was. I can't ignore what was there that was negative as well, and I'm gonna take that and learn from it and apply it to 2019. That's my goal. So guys, while I'm normally way more upbeat in these videos, as a 28-year-old now, guys, it's you know, like I said, man, I'm getting older. You gotta be responsible. You gotta be mature about these things. You can't like bitch about them, but you have to like acknowledge them and take them and use that. And if all my years on YouTube have taught me anything, you can't let these things keep you down because they will always be there. There's always going to be something new that brings you down, and it's up to you to stay positive and pick yourself up and take that into the next challenge. Because like I said, every single time there's always a change on YouTube that we all can't stand, but we all get used to it and we all adjust. So really, I think we got this. Honestly, it's probably the worst changes that we've had, where it's affected the most people on a massive spectrum and scale, but I think we can do it, man. I think doing this, we can adjust and be even better. All of us. I'm not talking about myself personally. I'm talking about every content creator. I'm talking about the viewers, you know, everybody. We gotta get band together and just kind of, you know, grow from this. And I think we can all do that. So 2019 hopefully will be just as a learning experience as 2018, or just simply take what we learned in 2018 and apply it to 2019. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you very, very much for watching this video. Sorry for droning. These usually aren't super long videos, but today I felt like there's a lot more I needed to say. So again, any birthday wishes you send my way, huge thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, things are going to proceed as planned, and I genuinely cannot wait for 2019 and see what it's got, because there's going to be a ton of games, man, and I just can't wait to share my experiences with you as I have over the past however many years I've been doing this, man. So I'm really excited. So anyway, guys, thank you again. Take it easy. Have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and comment below. What do you think? What do you think we should do? What do you think of that idea that I have in a few years' time? Maybe that's something I should do, because sports games always do really well on my channel. Yeah, just get me your ideas. Go hit me up on my social media, facebook.com/DanQ8000 for those live streams, and of course some other exclusive series. Twitter @DanQ8000, hit me up with a follow there. I usually do giveaways over there as well, so if you want to win games, head on over to Twitter @DanQ8000. Instagram @DanQ8000 as well. Go follow me, hook a brother up. Snapchat, DanQ8000, add me. I do chat with you guys very, very frequently, so come on by and yeah, add me up, we'll chat, that sort of thing. If you want to get a shirt or hoodie, there's a link in the description. And if you want to save 10% off a DX Racer, there's a link in the description. Be sure to use the promo code DanQ8000 checkout. All right, guys, thank you so much again. Here's to 2019. I can't wait to jump into it with you guys. But until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and DanQ8000. Wait a minute, hold that stylish style. Damn, goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed. Intruder, got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that DanQ. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.